In western China's remote desert at night, a mobile launcher hides under camouflage nets. Red warning lights flash on the launcher as hydraulic arms raise the missile tube slowly. Engines ignite with a roar. Flames erupt from the base, shaking the sandy ground nearby. The hypersonic missile lifts off, trailing a bright orange plume across the dark sky. Another rocket follows seconds later, climbing rapidly into the starry night atmosphere. Far across the Pacific, Air Force One flies steadily toward Guam under moonlight. Escort F-22 fighters maintain tight formation on both sides of the presidential jet. Inside the cockpit, pilots monitor radar screens showing clear skies ahead for now. Suddenly, alarms blare as inbound threats appear on the defense system displays. Pilots bank the massive jet sharply, engines straining against the evasive maneuver. Metallic chaff strips burst from dispensers, creating a cloud of false radar echoes. Bright flares deploy in sequence, burning hotter than engines to divert heat seekers. The plane shakes from the turn, but countermeasures fill the sky behind it. In 2027, Air Force One crosses the Western Pacific amid a Taiwan crisis. The president aboard heads to Guam, appearing as a routine diplomatic visit externally. In reality, this modified Boeing 747 is the world's most protected aircraft. It ensures government continuity even if Washington faces total destruction from attack. Air Force One, designated VC-25A, resists powerful electromagnetic pulses that fry electronics. Secure communication systems allow commanding nuclear forces from thousands of miles away. Aerial refueling capability enables the jet to remain airborne for several days. Onboard facilities include a small hospital room for medical emergencies during flight. A full command center supports presidential decisions in any global crisis scenario. Infrared sensors detect the bright glow of enemy missile launches instantly. Electronic jammers flood adversary radars with overwhelming static noise interference. Chaff dispensers release metallic strips, forming radar targets larger than the plane. Flares ignite at high temperatures, misleading infrared-guided missiles off their path. All onboard defenses aim to gain critical seconds for external aid. The wider United States defense network activates to counter the threat. China deploys 3 missile types capable of reaching the presidential jet. The DF-17 features a hypersonic glide vehicle traveling at Mach 5 to 10. It skims the atmosphere's edge, maneuvering side to side during descent. The DF-21D, known as Carrier Killer, adjusts course in terminal phase. A Boeing 747 appears prominently on radar despite its smaller size. The DF-26, called Guam Killer, strikes from up to 4,000 kilometers. Missiles target Andersen Air Force Base runways and the incoming plane. High speeds mean even near misses can tear the airliner apart. A direct impact leaves no chance of survival for anything aboard. Protection extends beyond the aircraft to layered defenses across domains. SBIR's satellites in space detect launch heat signatures within seconds. They compute trajectories and relay warnings to command centers immediately. Aegis destroyers near Guam launch SM-3 interceptors into outer space. SM-6 missiles engage maneuvering hypersonic gliders in the lower atmosphere. THAAD batteries on Guam defend against high-altitude re-entry threats. Patriot Pac-3 systems provide the final close-in defense layer. F-22 Cherhars Hai-Narntita-2 Raptors and F-35 fighters escort and clear additional threats. They link the entire defense network through data sharing. Strategy emphasizes early firing, multiple shots, and stacked probabilities. SBAR's alerts reach Hawaii, Guam, and Air Force One cockpit. Crew receives warnings of inbound maneuvering hypersonic missiles. Pilots execute hard turns to disrupt straight-line missile locks. Escort fighters spread out to widen the protective bubble. AWACS aircraft clears airspace for incoming interceptor missiles. Tanker planes position for post-threat refueling operations. 2 minutes post-launch, Aegis tracks the ascending missiles. One missile follows a high ballistic arc trajectory. SM-3 interceptors launch skyward from destroyer decks. A lower gliding vehicle weaves evasively toward target. SM-6 pairs fire to pursue the agile threat. Success is uncertain, but every launch increases odds. Sailors monitor radar screens filled with threat icons. At 10 minutes, survivors dive toward Guam Island. THAAD launches multiple interceptors against re-entry vehicles. One direct hit shatters a missile in explosion. Another slips below THAAD radar coverage altitude. Patriot batteries rapid-fire interceptors into the sky. Trails streak upward to meet descending fireballs. Near hits or debris can deflect the path. Cockpit instruments light up with proximity warnings. Pilots push the jumbo jet to structural limits. Chaff and flares deploy in desperate sequences. Command Center reports 1 intercepted, 2 inbound. This marks the closest presidential hunt ever. Escort pilots watch fireballs from space descend. Outcome 1, narrow escape via interceptor hit. Patriot grazes glider, causing detonation afar. SM-6 achieves clean mid-air destruction blast. Shockwave rattles Air Force One severely. Jet diverts to meet aerial tanker. E-4B Doomsday plane launches as backup. Defense layers succeed by mere seconds. Outcome 2, total tragedy unfolds quickly. Every interceptor misses the locked glider. Impact vaporizes the 747 in instant. Debris rains into Pacific Ocean waters. Vice President assumes presidency immediately. Nuclear football codes transfer seamlessly. Military control remains fully intact. Government endures the devastating loss. Outcome 3, severe damage sustained. Missile misses by meters only. Shrapnel rips off one engine. Fuselage holes compromise integrity fast. Emergency descent toward Guam base. Runways may be cratered already. Alternatives: Tinian or Saipan Islands. Medical team treats injured aboard. Escorts maintain close formation support. Guam serves as Asia power front line. Bombers, subs, tankers operate there. Indirect hits create landing chaos. Government continuity mechanisms activate. Vice President ready if needed. Nuclear orders flow uninterrupted. Layered defenses favor survival odds. Small salvo likely gets stopped. Satellites, ships, ground batteries coordinate. Jet evades with decoys active. Survival involves shocks and turns. System must work flawlessly together. Chain of command stays unbroken.